Hey, how's it going? It's Brendan here. Okay, so I told people about virtual representation versus actual representation, and this is sort of why you have violence in the Middle East. Not because women aren't allowed to vote, but because the most wise people are fictionalized. Artists are mowed down by the West, by the singularity of the media, the press mechanisms. Okay, so let's give the example beyond Superman, Vietnam, and my aunt Ravi from Southeast Asia, who's a foster aunt. Okay, while my mom was at nursing school meeting my dad, who looks just like Superman. Okay, and there's a bunch of other movie similarities, and we can just shift right up into Thanos, Avengers, the extreme left-wing trailer trash movie. Okay, basically, I think Bill Maher thinks that's funny, perhaps. But try to keep it decent and classy, okay, so that there is actually world peace. Because George Washington is this supernatural figure in reality. And that's what actual representation is about. What the founding fathers said. They said, we don't want women to ever vote because it will create violence. Okay, I don't want to go into New Zealand either, nor the wildfires that just were happening quite recently. But we do want to look at Marvel, Thanos, burning worlds. Thanos is Moore's 13. When I saw the movie, I thought, that looks exactly like my brother. I'm like, how'd that happen? I go, oh yeah, that's right. They're psychopaths. Okay, this is true. Okay, it sounds funny, but it's yeah. And so plane crashes are basically the new Captain Marvel, the woman flying airplanes. That's the only rationale, that you have these mega blockbusters that create mega disasters. Okay, and this is again the movies are virtual representation, saying, "Oh, we have someone who looks just like you, and we don't care about the reality, nor the world peace, nor public safety, nor the environment." Okay, and so this is why people vote for reality, is because Hollywood is fictionalizing wisdom, mowing down the actual artists and using fake trailer trash, psychopaths, whatever, creating poverty. Okay, this is it's very complex. You got to research it. I don't like to go out just winging it, holding a camera in my hand. I think it's pathetic. I want to get it right. I want to have women's wisdom all over me. And not trying to be the role of leadership and messing the world up. Okay, keep it, decent. Keep it private. Keep women safe, co-ed schools safe, and religious institutions safe, and make sure that we find the actual love, the artists, the actual representation that people believe, okay, and put it in functional situations. Don't make the fake thing that creates the reluctant situation, the person who, is only there because the world is out of control. Okay. And yeah, it's very difficult. I love to articulate and to be very cautious and graceful and respectful and everything, but I can't do that with just without having the resources. Okay, and so that's leading to never-ending disasters. These, massive wildfires, just like Thanos, burning worlds, and or maybe a woman who's flying planes, but in reality they're crashing. Okay, and it's a very sort of complex thing. Okay, um, the United States exists purely because of actual representation versus virtual representation. So Hollywood could just tear at our hearts and cause the most believing people, the most sincere and valuable and functional people to believe, unless if like me they've got like nothing to hold on to except this camera. Um, okay, and so this will destroy civilization because a lot of people will believe this. It's very complex. But this is the reality. Okay, you sort of okay. This is the reality. There's the big blockbuster movie is about a woman who flies planes, and yet in reality the planes are crashing. Thank you. I am sorry about that. Really.